Great. Well, let's move on to best hat. That was a very fun little competition. Let's talk about the winner.
I was disappointed with the hats generally. I thought there were a lot of people who had just put something on their head
And call it a fascinator.
and call it something, yes. But I think the three in the sort of hat stakes were quite good. That the winner was a standout, I think, of the whole race course.
Well, you could see her wherever she stood.
And there was no doubt in anyone's mind that she was going to win.
Yeah.
I think she was quite special. And even some of the hat wearers didn't wear great hats. So she was quite good. I think the girl that wore the flowers in her hair,
Was a fresh new idea.
Yes, it was different and it was quite beautiful. And in fact, she is one to watch because she won, I think, Best Dressed last year.
Oh,
No,
wow.
she came second last year, I
Was she
think. For the,
second?
yes, she's definitely there, you know.
So it was, and it's quite nice because she offered an alternative to a fascinator or a hat.
And the second place was the big sort of,
Oh,
with
yes.
the sort of twist at the end. And I think that to me was just going back to the old days where they had the big rimmed hats, where it was very, very sophisticated, but at the same time quite practical with the sun. And when you sort of look at it and you think, perfect, I don't have to have an umbrella, nothing, you sort it. And she just looked magnificent. What I loved about her is that her outfit was very simple, but the hat was the main element.
There was my favorite hat. I think wasn't in the top three. It was Claudia Drummond, and she had this beautiful white Deauville-esque straw hat, and it was so elegant and so beautiful. I wish she was in there too.
Well, maybe you can answer this question for me. How do you wear a hat properly?
Well, the first thing for me, my pet hate is putting it on the back and it sort of stands up and you know.
The bonnet.
I like that it's sort of like you have to look up. You have to sort of like look underneath, so it's a little bit more regal. That's my first thing with a hat, that it fits proper, so it doesn't sit on top of your head, but rather on your head proper.
Yeah, I think the most important thing with a hat is confidence. Don't put a hat on if you can't carry it off, because you're going to look silly. But again, I think you have to wear it forward. You have to have the right size for your head. You have to consider your body type when you're wearing a head, what size you wear. It's very important. I also think don't go over the top with a hat. You know,
It can sometimes
should
be a
keep
little
it
bit
simpler,
too much.
yes, because you've got a lot. You know, you've got clothes on, you've got shoes, you've got a bag, you've got jewelry. It's all can end up competing with each other.